Okay, what is up you guys and welcome back.
Sorry, you do this because my pocket is stuffed animals.
I was just about to come sit down and film this intro and Sydney decided to bring like 500 stuffed animals and stick them right here. I film in front of a window for lighting and she goes, don't worry mom, I'll cover them. So she's laying on them and trying to cover them. But anyway, excuse my very professional background here. I did a really big grocery haul. It's been a long time since I've done a big haul. I've been doing like smaller trips here and there. So lots of food. So instead of doing just a grocery haul, I wanted to share with you guys me cooking, like a cook with me style video and what I've done through the week so far. Because a lot of times when I do grocery hauls and I say what my meal plan is, you guys want to see. So you want to see like me cooking or recipes and whatnot or meal ideas. So I thought I would include that in today's video. I just got back from the grocery store. I went there hungry and I needed so many random things and I figured I would go ahead and do a grocery haul. It's been a little while since I've done one of these and this one's not just my staples but like so many more. So I wanted to do some avocado toast this week. I have 3 avocados. Sydney picked out a yellow pepper. She, of course I take Sydney with me most of the grocery trips and she picks out what she wants and she wanted a yellow one this week. We have kiwi, some lemons, so 3 lemons, some sweet potatoes we will do this week. I went there with a little bit of a sweet tooth and I was craving some ice cream. So we have Friendly's chocolate peanut butter cup. I love chocolate ice cream with the peanut butter ribbon is like my absolute favorite. If I'm gonna do a sundae, it's chocolate with peanut butter sauce or something or other. Like peanut butter chocolate is my favorite combo. I love doing alfalfa sprouts on avocado toast. So that's why I purchased those. Oh, I also got a yellow onion for frozen items. So I had mentioned not long ago that we rarely ever do french fries. Well, I bought them and now I'm craving them because I bought them one time. So I got these super crispy. Crinkle cut is like my go-to when I'm making them from home. And then we have some popsicles. So illness is going around everywhere where we are. So I just kind of wanted to be prepared, and that's also why I spent a lot of money because I got some things that I typically would not buy. I saw these and they were calling my name, so they're called Juve Pops, Juve. And they're, I don't know how to say it, but like vitamins and electrolytes in there. I just figured that would be nice to have. God forbid we need them, or like, you know, for Sydney or something. So I'm gonna pop those in my freezer chest. I was craving some hash browns when I saw them. I love doing the hash browns with eggs and cheese and sour cream. We have some chicken nuggets for Sydney. These are the ones that I usually buy for her. The Dino ones with whole grain, all natural. And they're just like a staple if I don't know what to cook for dinner and I need something fast. And then underneath there, I just have a brick oven cheese pizza. Sydney's been begging for a watermelon, so I got a mini watermelon. I definitely love them, but I know hopefully this one's ripe and like juicy and sweet. And the other day when I was at Target, I picked up a couple of these and I didn't know how Sydney would like them. She loved them. So we picked up a couple more at Hannaford, and these are just, I hope my camera's focusing, it's like having a hard time. These are just fruit and veggie blends with like green stuff, lots of good ingredients. They are sort of like costly, but I mean, sometimes getting nutrition into these kids is worth it. This one has pineapple, banana, avocado, mint. So there's that one. And this one says Mama Blueberry. It looks like it has like sweet potato, coconut milk, blueberries. So lots of good ingredients in there for snacks. We have some deli turkey for Sydney for lunches. I did also get some American cheese for sandwiches. We have roasted red pepper hummus. I love having hummus on sandwiches, like on, you know, turkey and cheese sandwich for Sydney. I can throw in some hummus for some protein and flavor. We have edamame, so Sydney will have some of that for lunches and snacks. I like to switch up the vegetable that she has. That I usually pack a vegetable and a fruit in her lunchbox, and sometimes I'm like, I mean, she's not sick of it, but I'm sick of giving her the same thing, it feels like, over and over. So edamame. And then let's see, I bought some blackberries. They were on sale, I think for like $2, so I picked up some blackberries. We have tomatoes. These looked super good right in the front display. They got me. I love some good cherry tomatoes. So they're called Flavor Bomb Explosion of Flavor. Who knows? But they looked really ripe and delicious. So I picked up those. I am gonna make, I haven't decided if I'm gonna make one or the other or both, but I had some chicken soup on the brain and chicken pot pie on the brain. So I got some carrots. We have a celery, of course, some shredded iceberg lettuce because I want to make some chicken tacos this week, and I love just the crunch of iceberg shreds. And then can you tell that I really went there hungry? I want to make some chocolate chip cookies. So I got, my favorite chocolate chips are the Ghirardelli milk chocolate ones. Well, Ghirardelli brand in general. I almost went with a semi-sweet, but I do love a good milk chocolate chip cookie. So I had to buy those and then some butter. Sydney wanted string cheese for snacks. I do plan on making Alfredo. Oh my word, you guys, I am so hungry right now. I plan on making some homemade Alfredo, so I had to get some cream. I wanted to get the light cream. That's what I typically buy, but apparently they're having a stock issue on cream, so this is what they had. So I got some heavy cream and then a blend of the shredded cheese that I always get. This one is Asiago, Romano, and Parmesan, and it is just so good. Of course, you can shred your own cheese, but I just purchased this. We have sour cream for the tacos, some 1% milk, more coffee creamer for myself, shredded cheese to go with our tacos, and then I love Siggy's vanilla yogurt, and it's higher in protein, lower in sugar, and I love doing this with some granola, so I ended up getting this. I'm out of granola. The Purely Elizabeth is my favorite. This one is the honey butter. I just love Purely Elizabeth granola. I've had several different flavors and they're always delicious. Slowly but surely putting the things away as I film them so that they don't get warm or anything. We have some chive cottage cheese. Sydney loves cottage cheese, and so do I. The chive one has just that like little extra flavor that I love, and so does Sydney. I did need some regular salt. I got some peanut butter. So I do have peanut butter on hand, but the last time I purchased it, I know I mentioned, I accidentally got crunchy. And while it's fine, I definitely prefer creamy for things. So I got some creamy peanut butter. I have rotisserie chicken, and I was gonna use that. Apparently I need to clean my stove too, sorry. I was gonna use this either for chicken pot pie or the chicken soup that I'm gonna make. I haven't decided which one I want. And I love the seasoned. Always, if I can, get seasoned. We have chicken broth, of course, low sodium chicken broth. I just didn't really remember if I had enough on hand in my pantry, so can never have enough of that. And then I did get a Rao's, I guess I switch up how I say it. I think it's called Rao's. Marinara sauce, the best. I usually try to get that at Sam's Club or when it's on sale, but I spent almost full price. These, I'm still waiting on my Girl Scout cookies because I haven't seen my friend in a long time and she has them, but I was craving them and I saw someone post about these on stories and I remembered, I mean, I've had these before and I love them. These are like the Thin Mints, the plant-based like fudge mint cookies. And again, I was just having like some chocolate cravings going into the grocery store today. So I got some fresh broccoli. It was on sale, and I'm gonna have Alfredo and I'm gonna do some fresh broccoli in that. And then for our tacos, I needed some tortillas. I've never tried this kind, but it looked like it was possibly a healthier version and a little bit more flavorful. So this one is the Hatch green chili corn and wheat. It's like a mix of corn and wheat with the green chili flavoring, I guess. So we'll see how those turn out. I did get some naan bread. I love to have these in the freezer for a quick like flatbread pizza situation. I usually like to get the garlic ones, but they didn't. They just had the plain, so that is fine. Or you can like chop this up and have this with hummus. Sydney enjoys that too, so do I. Speaking of with hummus, I got these pita chips. These are the Stacy's Pita Chips Garden Veggie Medley. I have not tried the, by the way, just ignore this. I lost a nail apparently. The Garden Veggie, I have not tried these, but I figured this with the red pepper hummus would be delicious. Sydney enjoys rice cakes, and she decided to go with the cheddar kind for snacks for school. We have some trail mix. I got this omega-3 deluxe. It has sweetened dried cranberries, raw pepitas, almonds, walnuts, pecans, and pistachios. I don't know what I'm gonna do next year because I think she's not gonna be allowed to have nuts at school. And we do a lot of nuts and trail mix and nut butters, and I know we will adapt, and it's fine. We have a lot of other options, but Sydney needed some more toothpaste, and she picked this one because dinosaurs, obviously. And then I did want to buy all of the vitamins. So Sydney was out of her multi. I always buy the Ollie Kids multi with probiotic, and she was out of it, so I grabbed one of those. I got myself a Chewy multi because I was out, and then these were extras. So I would have got regular Airborne, but I couldn't find it, and the Kids, it's the same. It's just marketed. It just says Kids on it, but it's the same exact product. So I grabbed some Airborne to have, and then zinc, try to, you know, make sure we're boosting our immune system. And I do have vitamin D already that I take. So I just wanted to have, you know, extra vitamins in case we might need them. Who knows? I got myself some seltzers. So this one is, what did I get? Strawberry lemonade seltzer. It was sounding delicious. So we have some canned goods. So we have garbanzo beans, chickpeas basically, sliced beets. If you guys remember in my last like cook with me style video, I couldn't find any green chilies when I was looking for them, and I found them today, obviously at the like big grocery store. So I wanted to have this just to have it in my pantry for recipes. Corn as well. I usually put corn in my chicken pot pies. We have French cut green beans and sliced carrots as well. And then over here, this was a splurge and probably why my groceries cost me a lot of money. But I have seen someone over on Instagram. Now I can't even, oh, Jen Atkins. She's like super healthy and into, you know, health and nutrition. Anyway, so she was saying like, you know, she still has cocktails here and there, but she had some tequila, and then I think she used Topo Chico, and I've been seeing this everywhere and I've never tried it before. So I wanted to go ahead and get this for like a little, you know, maybe treat for myself, but like a little bit, I don't know, healthier, whatever. So I got some Cabo tequila and then Topo Chico, and then I do have fresh lime already in my fridge. So I'll squeeze some fresh lime and lemon and then have that be a cocktail. I don't know, if you've tried Topo Chico, let me know what you think about it. And then I do have fresh chicken tenders as well. So yeah, that is everything that I picked up for groceries. That took me forever to run through, but now I'm happy. I can put this all away and be happy that we have food. I can get to baking some chocolate chip cookies. So on Sunday, I wanted to make some chocolate chip cookies. I was having a craving for chocolate, something sweet and cozy. So I found a recipe on Pinterest to make. I usually just find random recipes on Pinterest, so we don't have like a family cookie recipe. If you have a really good one, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to find like the perfect chewy on the inside, little tiny bit crispy on the outside, cookie not too flat. Anyway, so I went ahead and made up some dough and baked off about half of it, and then I'm freezing the rest so that we can have cookies throughout whenever we want them. So I baked off 6 of them, and I'm gonna freeze the rest of the dough. So I just have it on parchment paper on a cookie sheet, and I'm gonna pop this in my freezer chest just like this. Let it freeze up for a little bit until they're nice and solidified. And then I'm gonna store them in like a freezer bag in the freezer for when we're having a cookie craving. You just pop them in the oven. So that'll be nice. So Sydney ended up making the executive decision on what I was making, and it ended up being chicken noodle soup. So easy to make. It's very comforting, and I absolutely love it homemade. Sydney likes it for school lunch as well, so she ended up having leftovers for school lunch. We have carrots, celery, onion, a little bit of garlic and butter sauteed, and then I ended up using this couple of cartons of chicken stock that was already in my pantry. For seasonings, we have Italian seasoning, a little bit of thyme, and then bay leaves, wow, bay leaves, and then let everything simmer together. I did add some egg noodles as well, and it was delicious. All right, so since it's a Sunday night, well, first of all, this glass my mom got me and says happy girl on it. I am gonna make myself a little cocktail with the Cabo tequila, a little bit of Topo Chico. I have lemons and limes, so we shall see what the fuss is about. This one was like dust. It's actually not bad. It's not sweet at all. Very light and refreshing. I feel like this is a really good summer drink. A little bit more lime or something, lemon. This lime has zero juice in that. I should have rolled it first. Not bad. All that while my soup is cooking. So I just took these out of the freezer. They've been in there for a little while, and they are nice and solid. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop them in these bags and then store them in the freezer. Freezer bags would probably be better, but this is all I have for right now, so that's fine. So now this will be Sydney and I's lunch for tomorrow. She'll take some to school. I will have some. And then we had a couple of bowls each tonight, and it was delicious. I made biscuits to go with it. I switch it up whether I prep my fruit the day that I get it or throughout the week. With this watermelon, I wanted to wait a couple of days because it takes up a lot of space in my fridge with that big container. And then I find that watermelon gets super mealy after a couple of days. So I wanted to make sure that I cut it up nice and fresh the day that we were going to eat this. And it was okay. It's definitely more of a summer ripe fruit, at least where we are right now. Wasn't the most juicy, but Sydney she's having some for lunch actually today at school as well as I'm filming this.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that. Still uncaught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose.
The next dinner I made this week were chicken tacos, and this is such a simple, easy way to have chicken tacos, and it takes no time at all, hardly any prep. So I'm just topping my fresh chicken tenders with some taco seasoning. I actually used Trader Joe's taco seasoning, and it was quite spicy. I had to give Sydney a big cup of milk, so just a fair warning there. There's lots of different taco seasonings, or you can just make your own. And then I do top it with salsa as well. Whatever salsa I have on hand is what I use. This one was a sweet one from Bren's, and it was actually really good. I had never used this one before. I usually use a traditional salsa, but the sweet addition to the spicy taco seasoning mix was delicious. So I just baked these in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes or until they are nice and cooked through, and that is pretty much all I do for prep. And then I did go ahead and use those green chili mix of corn and wheat tortillas, and those were amazing. I'm absolutely going to be repurchasing them. I think they do have another flavor as well, so highly recommend. And then all I do is put the entire chicken tender right at the bottom. I top it with some cheese, shredded lettuce. I did sour cream, and those cherry tomatoes, the Flavor Bomb cherry tomatoes, were absolutely delicious. They popped in your mouth and they were so flavorful. So definitely lived up to the Flavor Bomb name. Sydney only had one because they were really spicy, but sometimes she'll have two. I had two, and so good. Oh, I also put a squeeze of lime on there as well.
Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down.
Next up for dinners this week was Alfredo. I love making a homemade Alfredo, but it is definitely a very rich, thick, heavy dinner. So I like to add some vegetables whenever I can. So I'm starting off with just boiling up my garden vegetable pasta, whatever pasta you prefer. And then making Alfredo sauce is very simple. I'm melting some butter and then sauteing a little bit of garlic in there. I'm cutting up some broccoli as well while the pasta cooks.
Yeah, and I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most.
For the Alfredo sauce, it's very simple. All I did was melt some butter in a saucepan and then sauteed a little bit of garlic in there. I ended up using the heavy cream because, as I said, the grocery store was running low on all of the cream. So I mixed some heavy cream and a little bit of milk eventually. I went ahead and let that simmer and seasoned it with a little bit of pepper, tiny bit of salt, not too much since we are adding a ton of cheese, and cheese is salty. So I added about a cup of this shredded cheese mix and then lowered the heat a little bit so that nothing burnt, and mixed everything together until it was nice and smooth and creamy. And since I had all of those tomatoes on hand, I wanted to go ahead and use them, and this is one of my favorite ways to use them in cooking. So I heated up a little bit of avocado oil in a pan. I cut the cherry tomatoes in half and then seasoned them with a tiny bit of salt and pepper, and I went ahead and warmed those through. Now they take no time at all to heat up, and once their skin starts to peel, so I try to take those out before, just a couple of minutes warming them through. It makes the flavor really pop. So I went ahead and added my Alfredo sauce to the pasta and broccoli, and then topped it with the cherry tomatoes. And this was an easy and delicious meal that Sydney and I enjoyed, and I tried to add as many vegetables to counteract the heaviness of the pasta as possible.
You the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, no words, no more, no.
Alright you guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and got a feel for our huge groceries and what we eat or ate so far this week and prep. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next one.